welcome to week 1 of Butler Stitches for May, and today we'll be going to be doing something called the track stitch, which is a very easy, effective, almost lacy stitch. It's quite open in places, but it's not complicated, so let's get on to it, shall we? First of all, we're going to start with any number of chains you would like. So 2, I still can't count and crochet, even though I don't need to be counting. So I've got, let's make that 12. I've started with a sample of 12. And into this, we're going to do a single crochet into the third chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3. And we're just going to single crochet all along the chain. Everybody else involved in Battle of Stitches this month, I will put in the description down below. And Battle of Stitches is brainchild of Heather from Strings and Threads and Teresa from Critters Crochet. And if you've not heard of us before, during the month every week we do something. Like week 1 we have the tutorial and reveal of the stitch. Week 2 we'll do a sneak peek of the project that we have chosen to do, and week 3 we do a reveal and open up the polls for voting. I don't know where the end of my yarn is. And this yarn is really splitty. Sorry, it's not the hook, it's the yarn. So we've done our single crochets onto our chain. Let's release some yarn, and then in step 2 already we chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this counts as our first double treble. So we skip the first stitch because that's already coming up. With double treble, we yarn over 3 times to get the height of the stitch. Then we go into the stitch and we yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Then we do that all the way along. Not doing too well with that, sorry folks. One, 2, 3. Yarn over, pull through 2. 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 It seems a lot of yarn overs, but once you get into a rhythm, it's really easy. The only trouble I have with these stitches is when I do a lot of them and then go on to do another project and I'm still wanting to wrap 3 instead of wrapping 1 or 2. Or yarn over, sorry. But once you hit the rhythm for this, you'll be fine. Whoops, I sent 2 wraps. 3. as I said, I've got really splitty yarn. I just grabbed an end of a ball, end of a skein or end of a cake or whatever you call them. And this one came up and it is really splitty. Could have chosen a better one. And we're on to our last one, and in the top of, no, not our last one more wrap, into the turning chain, top of the turning chain, or top of the last chain even. So then you've got a row of 12 stitches. Now chain one, and this counts as our first single crochet, so we missed that stitch, and then we do a row of single crochet, and we repeat that row 3 times. So we do 1 row single crochet, 1 row of double trebles, and 3 rows of single crochet, which will hold the double trebles in place and secure. So what I'm going to do, and in the top of the turning chain here is where we do our last single crochet. What I'm going to go and do now is I'm going to do my 3 rows of single crochet, starting with a chain 1 and turning, skipping that first one because that chain 1 counts as a stitch. I'm going to carry on doing my single crochets, and then I'll come back when I do another row of the double trebles, just to show you. So I've done my 3 rows of single crochet, chain 1 single crochet, and I'm to start the double treble round again. I do chain 5, which counts as the first double treble, turn my work, skip that one, yarn around my needle 3 times and into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and then do that all the way to the end of the row, and this will build up. An open, almost lacy effect, held in between, securely in between ridges of single crochet. I'm going to do just a little bit more, then come back and show you how a few sections of it looks all together. So here we go. I've done a few repeats. As I said, it is a lovely twill stitch. It doesn't take long to get height and would make a lovely lacy panel on things. So you've got 1 row single crochet, you've got 1 row of double trebles, 3 single crochets, double trebles, 3 rows of single crochets, double trebles, and I've just finished off with 1 row of single crochet because that's what we started off with, and this is known as the track stitch. If you want to join in with battle stitches, contact Heather or Teresa, and if you want to join in but you're not a content creator, I believe they have a Facebook page going where you can show off your makes and even be entered into a quarterly draw for people who have created and shared. Anyway, I'm going to get this posted up and talk to you all again soon. Bye for now.